There are so many other areas of our game where we can look towards debate. I'm not sure our semi-finals have been, from what I can remember, they've been great, Fittler said. I think 2 points separated 1 to 8 last year, which was unique, but there are more areas of our game we can create debate over than the semi-finals. Loading Slater said he knew how much effort and planning and execution was required to get an advantage in the finals, especially in the top 4, and that didn't need to be watered down with the inclusion of extra sides. I'm probably against it. As a player involved in a team that worked extremely hard to get an advantage going into the finals, you earn that advantage over 26 rounds for a reason, Slater said at the 9-season launch in Sydney. 8th is mediocrity, it's the middle of the pack and you can already make the finals and win the competition. Johns said it was an everyone gets a prize idea and even suggested cutting the 8 down to a top 6. I don't like it, Johns said. A team can come 10th and catch fire at the end of the year and win the comp. Also, if you have a week off, if the top 2 teams win the first week of semis, they have a week off then. Wild or woolly? State greats and old sparring partners Brad Fittler and Billy Slater are both skeptical of the merits of a wildcard weekend. Credit Andy Zakelli, they play one game in a month and at that time it's all about momentum and rhythm. I don't like it. Based on last year, one of the teams had a for and against of -120 or 130. I think it should be a top 6. Even top 8 rewards the teams that aren't consistent. Johnathan Thurston had a far different take, saying he was enthusiastic about the idea and would add an edge to the finals, especially if a team found their way in on the back of a late-season hot streak. Loading, I like it. Some teams, towards the back end of the year, they get on a roll but miss out because of points differential or 2 points on the ladder. Thurston said, I think it would be great for the fans, certainly good for those teams that put together 4 or 5 wins heading into the finals. They would be in with a shot and if they got through people would be looking over their shoulder. The concept has been criticized for giving teams that end the season with a win-loss ratio below 50% a chance to knock out a team that has amassed a better record during the season. Thurston dismissed that, saying teams that have a substantially better record shouldn't have anything to worry about and would have to take care of business over the wild card. If they, 9 or 10, have a record like that, 7 or 8 shouldn't have to worry, should they? They should just beat them, he said. I understand some people think that it rewards below-average teams. If that happens, 7 and 8 shouldn't have a problem beating them in the first week of the finals. Broncos champion Darren Lockyer was another coming around to the idea. He said the number of dead games late in a season was a concern and the idea should be robustly explored. I'm looking at the positives at the moment. You have more games that mean something going into the finals, Lockyer said. Last year it may have been an anomaly, but the 8 was decided well before the finals. But you could have a scenario where 6 teams are playing for 2 spots over the last 2 or 3 weeks. That creates interest. You finish top 6, you get the week off, that's good. I can't see too many negatives at the moment.